Hello, welcome back to I Create For You. We've made it to Friday. And I'm going to do another story in the Ghosts Among Us book, which is soon to be finished. We're pretty far into the book. I'm doing a last segment on, I think it's ones that happen, ghosts on the road while traveling. The last big story in here is really big, but there really isn't anything that I could sketch from that. So I'm going to read you these little excerpts about different encounters and take one from one of these stories and sketch it. Ghosts in the news are haunted highways. Legends of road ghosts can be found in every corner of the planet. Often difficult to validate, these stories are nevertheless told and retold. The following hauntings from the highway have been mentioned in the news. First one is Going My Way. For the last 4 decades in the Halifax, Nova Scotia area, an 18-wheeler truck is said to pick up hitchhikers along Waverley Road. The driver, named Joe, was killed in an accident years ago, but that doesn't stop him from giving lifts to unsuspecting riders. Apparently, he tells hitchhikers his full name, and we later learn they've taken a spin with a ghost. Oh, that's crazy. That's a crazy thing that ghost is so strong to even have his 18-wheeler be realistic enough to travel and actually pick up people and take them to a destination. That is freaky as heck. Here we go. Say this 5 times fast. Hell Hollow Hello. The dangerous road in Connecticut is a site of frequent bad accidents and a place where restless spirits roam. The Hell Hollow area of Pachong State Forest was named for a depression in the woods where 2 women died. One was a Native American woman who was murdered by British soldiers after they killed her family. Some say her pitiful wailing can still be heard. The other ghost belongs to a suspected witch named Maud, who is restless because her gravestone was stolen. Here Comes the Bride. Cedarville Road in Cedarville, New York, is legendary as the site of a ghostly bride. An ethereal lady in white appears on the rural road of 13 curves. While area skeptics say the ghost is a hoax, others have stepped forward to describe their encounters, including incidents that go back to the 1950s. Many insist the ghost is that of a bride killed on her wedding night on the twisting road 10 miles south of Syracuse. When the car missed a curve, it plunged into a creek. Dolores Collard told a reporter that she had seen the ghost over 3 decades before while riding in the car with her family. The frightened family thought they were about to hit a pedestrian when they saw the lovely woman in the white gown on the road, but the ghost simply walked through the car. Witnesses of more recent sightings say the ghost carries a glowing lantern in her left hand. That's freaky too, to have a ghost walk right through your car. Ghost wrecks. Folks in Herefordshire, England, believe that a victim killed in a car crash is responsible for the unexplained accidents on A465 near Bromyard. In an 18-month period, 26 drivers crashed into a fence in the same place. Though the cars often roll in the accidents, no one is injured, which adds to the mystery. Some of the drivers said they had inexplicably lost control of the steering wheel, as if someone were wresting it away from them. Concerned authorities improved the road signs and conducted speed checks, but the perplexing crashes continued. The ghost is believed to be that of a woman killed at that spot 6 decades ago. Lordy Lou. Okay, Vengeance from the Grave. Pocahontas Parkway in eastern Henrico County, Virginia, is the site of a toll booth haunted by the ghosts of tribal warriors who are frequently seen startling drivers into dropping their coins. Both the toll takers and state troopers have become accustomed to reports from motorists who often assume that the torch-carrying warriors are alive. Usually appearing after midnight, the spectators ride horses and whoop aggressively. Some witnesses describe the apparitions as fully formed with distinct torsos and fading heads. Ugh, that must be a sight. A state police spokeswoman who made a late-night visit to the toll plaza was quoted as saying, "The 3 separate times during our watch, I heard high-pitched howls and screams. Not the kind of screams of a person in trouble, but whooping. There were at least 12 to 15 voices. I would say every hair on my body was standing up when we heard those noises." Before the construction of the parkway, archaeologists sifted through the site and found tribal artifacts that dated back thousands of years. So that's just craziness. Some of those. That 18-wheeler, that one really, really freaks me out. That it manifests so solid that you actually sit in a truck and get driven somewhere. So it's like the whole truck and everything is a ghost. So I'm just going to grab one of those stories and I'm going to start sketching. I think I'm going to do the bride. I mean, I think I've done a bride before, but just to be on the safe side with these, I'm just going to do the bride. I was thinking about doing the warriors, but since there's like 15 of them, that could get interesting. So we'll go with a bride, but I'm going to make her a little, of course I'm going to make her a little scary, you know, I just got to. So we'll just start with her face. She looks like she has a swollen cheek here. Okay, that's a little bit better. All right. Like I said, I'm going to try to make her scary. She is a ghost, you know, and she's probably very angry. Maybe something happened on her wedding day that has made her stick around and be, as you would say, present and haunting that road because she got stood up, or oh, that's right, she had that accident, but still she never made it to her wedding, so she's probably very upset about that. It's sad too that happens actually in real life, where I've heard where newlyweds on their honeymoon, something happens to one or both. So we're going to try to make her a little scary here. And I'm going to, because I think back in the day they probably had veils. I think I had a veil. That was back in the 80s when I got the first time I got married. I remember having a veil. So I'm just going to try to put something out there here. So you get this veil going here. Hair. little more ghostly looking here. Okay. Try to get some eyeball work in there. All right, now we're going to work on the rest of her a little bit here. Let's get her dress going. It's always a white, of course, because it's a bride, but I mean, there's always some story that has a lady in white always being seen for some reason. This one has a very long neck. Made her a giraffe woman. Okay. I'm not gonna give her a big badonkadonk, but I'm gonna give her. She's been haunting for a while, and we don't know. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm gonna finish with her gown, and I'm gonna make her gown a little straggly since seems to be stuck here. So I'm just gonna, and I'm gonna just make her kind of floating. I'm not gonna do the rest of her here. I'm just going to let it be jagged and worn, and we'll work on her arms here. Poor lady. And let's see if I can make her hands. This is going to be tricky. She looks like she's got alien claws, like a lobster claw there. Okay, let's get this finger done. And her other finger done here. And I'm going to just make the sleeve of her dress there. And we'll work on this one over here. This, of course, it should be as long as the other one, right? She shouldn't have one arm longer than the other. So we'll work on this one. Okay. And we'll bring this down here. And her other fingers. And then we'll just bring there. And there is our ghostly bride. The ghostly bride. A little freaky in the face, but she's supposed to be ghostly. So there you have it. And I'm going to make her a little bit more ghostly. There, that's better. Now it's freaky. There we go. Now she's really ghostly. Alrighty, the next section in our book is going to be, I think it says helping hand, a helping hand. And so I'll read the introduction to that one. That one doesn't have too many, I don't think. Nope, it hardly has any. So that'll probably be 2 stories in there, and then we'll be moving on to soon to the end. And then we can get another book going. So breathe easy, people. We're headed to the weekend. Hope everybody has a good weekend, and stay happy, stay healthy, stay creative, stay colorful, stay true to yourself, and stay strong, and stay kind if you can. It's worth it for your well-being and for the well-being of others. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and if you have, thank you so much for the support of the channel. And I shall see you guys in the next video, which will be Monday, or I might throw one in this weekend somewhere around Saturday or Sunday afternoon. But if not, I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a safe weekend, and bye bye for now.